Welcome back to Her Rules Radio. This is Alexandra Jamison, and this is a Power Pod episode. This is 15 minutes or less for your ears, for your inner creatrix. Here at Her Rules Radio, we are all about learning how to live and create your life and your work by your own rules, tapping into your unique creative voice and vision and power so that you feel truly satisfied and seen and safe in the world. And today I've got 14 questions to help you unblock your creatrix and get more artistry into your life and work. So when I say creatrix, this is a very old word that I stumbled across in the last couple of years that means she who creates, authoress, a female founder. And I thought that's gosh darn perfect. This is exactly who I feel I am and the woman that I love working with. We creative, driven, professional women who are out to put our unique ideas into the world. And there are challenges to that, to getting our work out there. And part of that is we all have habits that get us stuck. And many of them originate from fear or early traumatic experiences, beginning from an unconscious drive for survival through fight, flight, or freeze reactions. These old ingrained habits can block our creative voice from shining. It can block our brain, our body, and our soul are all working together from coming up with new solutions or even just seeing things clearly. Because when you're stuck in fight, flight, or freeze, there's a lot of static, there's a lot of noise, and you're not able to see clearly. You go into panic mode. And a lot of us get stuck there. And these are normal human responses. But to your creatrix, the inner part of you that is the artist, that is the one who wants to make in the world, your unique, productive soul, they are a time suck. They waste time. They sap life force and your ability to self-empower. And when we get stuck by these blocks, we stunt our wisdom, productivity, and creativity. So here are 14 questions to use as soon as possible to unblock your powerful creatrix. You can write them out or walk and speak your thoughts into a voice memo on your phone if you are a verbal processor. If you like to move and talk, use them as prompts as you move and talk. You can also free draw your subconscious answers with crayon and paper, or you can dance out your answers, whatever works for you. So here are your 14 questions to use as soon as possible to unblock your powerful creatrix. Number 1, what do you hold back from doing or saying or even seeing? What do you hold back from doing, saying, or seeing? Number 2, in what ways do you hide and protect yourself? How are you keeping yourself small or hidden? Because when we hide and protect ourselves, we're covering up, we're closing off, and that is certainly closing us off from resources, ideas, and inspiration. Number 3, when do you complain or criticize yourself or others? And this can be getting wrapped up in a culture of complaint at work. But criticizing and complaining really does shut down. It narrows the mind. Number 4, what parts of yourself do you hold back from sharing? Right? Is there an aspect of yourself? Perhaps it's just your inner artist. Perhaps it's your creatrix. Maybe you're allowing everything else time and sunshine, but you're holding back this inner creative part of you. Number 5, when do you freeze up in sharing your voice or creativity? When do you freeze up in sharing your voice or creativity? Perhaps you are making things in private at home, but you haven't been marketing yourself or having sales conversations or putting your paintings on the wall or signing up for the acting class. Number 6, What do you hold out for? Are you waiting for something to happen before you'll be more of your true self? Number 7, what excuses do you use to keep yourself from investing in your creative pursuits? Are you holding on to some excuses? Do you come up with ways to keep yourself from investing in your creative pursuits? Number 8, in what situations do you default into feeling helpless or like a victim? Are you telling yourself old stories that you can't do something because you've always been a certain way? In what situations do you default into feeling helpless or like a victim? Number 9, when do you want to be rescued? When do you abdicate your sovereignty? When do you find yourself wanting someone just to save you? 10, in what situations do you focus on lack or loss? In what situations do you go back into old stories of when things didn't work out before and then believe those stories as true for the rest of your life? 11, when do you become stubborn, rebellious, or block out ideas, support, or love from others? Number 12, when do you procrastinate or postpone? Get clear on this. Be honest with yourself. 2 more. Number 13, when do you feign ignorance or go into, I don't know, mode? When do you believe the story of your ignorance or go into, I don't know how to do this mode? Final question, in what situations do you become controlling? When do you want to hold on too tightly or hoard, which is just another version of scarcity or lack mentality? Phew, okay, it might feel overwhelming at first to think about all the ways we block our own light, our voice, our creative power. And it is absolutely transformational to bring these shadowy ideas into the open, to bring these habits into the light so that we can see how we are blocking ourselves or if we're backsliding into an old way of being. My work as a Rich Creatrix coach, as a mentor, as a guide, is to help you clear them out, create new habits, focus on the new direction, and get into Rich Creatrix mode. So the 2019 Rich Creatrix mentorship begins August 15th. I'm going to put all the details up online. And if you go to my website, you go to herrulesradio.com or alexandrajameson.com, you'll see the post where it says 14 questions to unblock your creatrix. And on that post, there are details about this small group coaching program that starts August 15th, 2019. And here in this post, there is a special link where you can grab a 20-minute private appointment to chat with me about whether this mentorship is right for you, whether you are a good fit for the mentorship and vice versa. No pressure. This is a small group program with private coaching with me and group coaching and an incredible 2-day Creatrix retreat in New York City at the end of September, which is, if I do say so myself, truly mind-blowing and transformational for the women who come here. I hope that these 14 questions help you unblock your creatrix and put you back in the driver's seat so you can get more artistry into your life and your work. We'll be back next week. Thanks for listening.